I'll just put hands on you.
Come on, let's squat and let's end it right now. Easy.
Because I don't get how you been getting bullied. Now you want to just go shoot up a whole bunch of
kids or
why
some
you just shoot the bully?
Right. Or squad with the bully, make him earn that respect.
Because bullies, that's all they want. They want a good, they want a good fair one. They need a good ass whooping. That's what they need. I'm gonna say it
would change our culture.
If you want to deal with your bully,
beat his ass.
Stand up and whoop his ass. Because he ain't even tough. He's acting that way because he wants to keep the attention off how soft he really is.
Most of the dudes,
so you don't got to shoot nobody. And if people bullying you about shoes and clothes, don't go buy an AR. Go get some new shoes and clothes.
That's it.
You heard it here first at the Hot Seat Podcast.
Come on, dog.
What up, world, and welcome back to another episode of the Hot Seat Podcast. I'm your host, Trees Trims, signing on, screaming, go get the money. I'm in the building with a very special guest today, man. This brother is not only my friend, I consider him my brother. My brother, you know what I mean? And when you say that, it's supposed to mean something. I really do believe that. But this brother right here is a video creator. He is a marketing specialist. And on top of that, he's into the arts. And when I say that, I mean MMA. And when I say MMA, I mean mixed martial arts, which means he's not only smart, but he'll put them paws on him. You know what I'm saying? Without further ado, my man straight from San Diego, California, I got Ryan Alexander in the building, man. AKA Brotha Ry.
Appreciate you, brother.
Man, welcome to the show, man.
What's
up? Thank you for being here, brother.
Man, thanks for having me.
Yeah. We discussed the Omega Visions, man. All the great things that you're doing over there. And that's again like where I would definitely call you a Renaissance man.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different layers to you. Right. I would definitely consider you one of the most well-rounded people that I consider a friend or a brother. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
And when I say that, I don't say it lightly because I know, like, I have friends that I've been rocking with for 20 plus years.
You got a squad.
And I know how well-rounded they are.
Yeah.
But when I see you in all these different avenues, man, and like a lot of us, I'm still amazed by it.
Yeah.
I still appreciate it, and I still kind of like don't ever feel like maybe sometimes I get to break down and like really get deep into like all those different layers.
Yeah.
So right now we're gonna take a smooth transition from the video creating, the filming, the writing, the acting, Omega Visions again. Y'all tap in. We're gonna have that link too for y'all. And now I want to get into the MMA.
Oh, bad. Okay.
Which is mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, a lot of, like you were telling me earlier, like oh yeah, you do karate. You know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't really take the time to understand the different aspects of this art form.
Yeah.
The culture and where it comes from.
Yeah.
And how it breaks down.
Yeah.
So I really want to get into that. I'm no specialist myself. Me, I'm a UFC fan. You know, I like boxing.
Hell yeah.
You know, I'm into that. But I'm no specialist.
Yeah.
And today I feel like I have somebody here that has a lot of experience that I can gain, and hopefully, you know, that's what this podcast is about: educating, motivating, inspiring other people as well. So we want to get into that part.
Cool.
So, as a young kid, I don't know many brothers that's like I know a lot of brothers that got hands. They can
Oh
fight.
yeah, oh for sure.
They put the hands.
Shout out to the real ones.
Yeah,
we see you.
yeah,
Shout out to the real ones.
Combat is something that if you're growing up in an inner city or just in life period, you're gonna get into certain things that test you as a person or as a man or whatever it is. You know, woman too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Self-defense, all that.
I know my sister, she got hands.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She put the things on you.
I can tell,
So, I'm not going to limit it to just the guys.
Yeah.
But what struck you that made you want to be like, oh, let me get into the arts? Were you a fighter when you were a kid? Did you fight a lot in school and stuff like that?
Funny you say that. Yeah, actually I did, and I know I'm light skinned brother, curly hair. You might not think like know, but I've always kind of been with the shits a little bit. And the reason why, what's funny? It actually started really on some nerd shit. It started off watching Dragon Ball Z when I was about 8 or 10 years old, 8 to 10. And I remember watching, and they would train in Dragon Ball Z and they would get stronger. And then they would fight and they would get stronger. And I'm like, dude, I wish I could just get stronger every time I train or every time I fight. You know, it was something in that.
Not realizing that is the reality of it.
That is the reality of it. Straight up. Yeah. So I had always, when I saw that, I'd always like loved fighting. I would like jump into stuff if I could, get into this, get into that. And as I got a little older, of course, other things kind of come with getting into a fight. It's 15, 16, I don't care who it is. You fighting some people, there's some consequences for that.
Off top.
For sure.
Off top.
So, I definitely always liked fighting and would get into stuff, but it wasn't until I found the martial arts that I realized why. And that there was something in me that that loved that thrill of combat, that loved that sport, that loves that art. Like I fell into martial arts. I didn't I told the story as a kid and I would get into fights and, when I mentioned earlier, I got into some trouble, I got into some fun and then had to leave. I'd always liked it or whatever. And one day, I had an older friend. He's my brother's boy. He's like one of my big homies. Shout out to my brother Joe. He's an Israelite brother.
Hey, shout out to the black Israelites, man.
Yeah, for real.
They'll run up on you with a piece of paper
and change your whole life.
Figure out where you at, brother.
Do you know who you are?
Yeah. I was like, no, I need this paper.
Bruh, some real life.
Hey,
so
shout out to Israelites,
this was a long time ago. He had always been in my life, looked out like a big brother. Was my brother's best friend or whatever. And he took me to a gym with him one day. And it was like a little kickboxing gym or whatever, because he was like, dog, I know you're gonna love this, and I want you to get into it. So I went to the little kickboxing gym with him or whatever, and I was trash. I remember, because I fought and some dudes around here, and stuff, I was thinking all right, I'm gonna go in there and do my thing. And I'll never forget the first time I sparred with this, it was this old white dude, Henry. I'll never forget his name.
You thought you had him, huh?
Man, he's this old gray hair. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm doing all this. That dude tuned me up. Tuned me up. Changed my whole life.
Henry, huh?
Yeah, and it was like, dog, why couldn't I get him? And that's what lit the flame right there. So that gym closed down in a couple months, and then from there, I met a brother, and I say brother specifically because he's a brother from Compton. His name is Kenny Finister. Shout out to Dr. KF.
KF, man, shout out to Doc.
Dr. KF.
Dr. KF, straight out of what? Where's he from?
He's from Compton.
Straight from Compton, man.
Yeah. I met him out here. He had moved out here. He learned Muay Thai from some immigrants who moved to Compton when he was living out there in the 80s, and learned Muay Thai and really became a practitioner of the sport. The pro fighter, coach pro guys, MMA guys, all that kind of stuff. So I met him. And when I met Kenny, that changed everything. That's when I fell in love with the art of Muay Thai.
I mean, shout out to my shirt though.
Kung Fu
I'm just saying.
So the real Kung Fu Kenny.
That's the real Kung Fu.
The real Kung Fu Kenny from Compton.
Yeah.
Dr. KF.
Okay.
Straight up.
Okay, shout out to him then.
Man, he taught me.
That's big.
He introduced me to the art of Muay Thai. So I watched MMA, boxing, kickboxing, whatever, but he introduced me to the art of Muay Thai. And I'm gonna just quick background. So in the 13th century, Japan was imperializing Southeast Asia. So one of the countries that they were imperializing was Thailand, right? And the Thai people were strong, resilient people, but with a small land. The Thai people used the art of Muay Thai to protect themselves from imperialization from Japan. So how do you beat a samurai with the sword? You use the art of 8 limbs. You use 8 weapons, and that's what Muay Thai is, the art of 8 limbs. We use punches, kicks, knees, and elbows. So the Thai fighters would armor themselves and use short swords and fight the samurai. You can block stuff, parry things, and you can...
So they're the more really hands-on getting there. So Muay Thai has a respect to like real hand-to-hand combat.
Definitely full-fledged stand-up combat. We don't lay down, nobody's laying on top of me. The only reason why you go down is because you get put down. So like we're standing up, and it's just stand up and bang. Knees, elbows, there's a clinch, there's all that kind of stuff. And so Kenny introduced me to that art. And dog, I fell in love with it. And then from there, like, I mean, dog, I was going like 4 or 5 days a week for a couple of hours. I was like obsessed, like learning it.
Just getting in there.
Getting it in.
So that's what provided like the structure in it for you. Like you love fighting, but then this started to transition into like a structure.
The art, like
art,
what it was.
art,
yeah. And I credit that to 3 of my coaches, and I can't leave the other 2 out. It was Kenny Finister, it was Joel Orzal, who's my other coach. He's a student of Master Toddy, was one of the...
Shout out Joel.
Yeah, shout out to Joel, my bro. He's a student of Master Toddy, and another student of Master Toddy who I was fortunate and blessed to train with, that's Melchor Maynor. I do that because
I'm gonna do this right here too.
Because Melchor Maynor is a Hall of Famer. He is an actual Hall of Fame Muay Thai fighter, multiple time world champion, the first American to get invited to Thailand to fight in front of the king. So
and you have like a super relationship,
a real lineage under him and under Joel to Master Toddy and then to Kenny. So I have a true lineage in Muay Thai. You know what I mean? Yeah, real deal. So
like that's
I'm blessed.
Hey, for anybody that don't know, that means that Brother Ry is tapped in.
Bro, check my stripes.
He tapped in.
That's what that means, bro.
Yeah.
Check, man.
You know how people go to people's hood and be like, yeah, I'm from Whoopty so and they get on the phone like, oh yeah,
oh, you know him?
All right, bet. Let me hit him real quick. And you're like, nah,
no, he don't. Hey, that's where you get that. Hey, Vlad, he said he don't know you.
Yeah,
that's what it's like. I know my grandma.
My cousin.
My grandma was
cousin.
Yes.
Like you can't do that.
No, and I'm not that in Muay Thai. It's not that. I've been blessed and fortunate to go under that. So I studied under these guys, and I fought. I've competed. Won a tournament in Muay Thai. Lost in a tournament in Muay Thai, had some other fights and stuff, did some boxing, but like those guys really are the reason why I've grown in the sport, and I've like more recently we were talking about this, like I kind of shifted my thinking behind it, because at first it was only to fight and I wanted to fight. But now I see myself as an ambassador to the sport, to people like us. Right. You know what I mean? Because one, Muay Thai fits with black culture. It's an art of a group of people who are imperialized by a larger group of people who use this art to defend themselves and defend their land and to honor their ancestors. So Muay Thai, they do the Ram Muay, they do that dance and stuff. That's to honor their ancestors and to honor their family and to praise whatever it is.
So we see somebody from that section in the ring and they're doing all that stuff. This is all traditional. This is all a representation of their culture.
Yes.
And respect.
And that's what it is. Respect, honor your culture, honor your ancestors, and honor your teachers, bro. That's something that as a community we need. So like more recently, I've started to see myself as an ambassador of Muay Thai, to give it to people who wouldn't know what it is.
Right.
So yeah, like you said.
Where are you training at right now?
Yeah, I'm at House of Pain in Temecula. It's a boxing gym, but Kenny Finister coaches in there. I coach as well with him now too.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm his assistant. You know what I mean?
So you're a real master because we had a conversation. And I really feel like a master is when you are able to teach the art.
Yeah.
It ain't when you mastered it yourself.
Yeah.
But when you can actually break it down and teach to someone else.
I have students. I have this kid that I've coached, and we all coached since he was a kid. If this kid was my size, he'd beat my ass. Like there's some straight up. There's some kids that I've
the only thing between me and him is that the fact that I'm just a little bit bigger.
And it's like, bro, stop. You know, I gotta hit him with some of those. Right. There's some, and I love the fact that I've been able to impart my knowledge and the blessings of training with Mel, the blessings of training with Joel and Kenny to other people. And that's kind of something that I'm more passionate about lately. I want to get people into the art, into the martial art. I want to break that stereotype too. Like, you got to come in here and fight. Everybody I talk to, like, oh, come in. They're like,
yeah, I said, man, I want to train. Yeah. I want to do all that stuff. I'm not necessarily coming into the gym because I've heard a lot of bad stories where people come in, they think they know everything, and they don't want to listen, they don't want to be coachable. So it's like, all right, get in there and squab.
And it will be that if people come in with that energy. But what I want,
I'm coming humble. I don't want to hit nobody. I don't want to hit me. I want to learn how y'all doing what y'all doing. Get in that boxing shape. I want to do a couple of cool videos.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? And just be ready for the situation, but I don't want to bring on...
Same as a firearm, right? Yeah. You have the firearm so you don't have to use it. But if you do, you're going to use it.
And that's the thought process for
of the martial arts.
That brings me to something that I wasn't going to even speak on.
Yeah.
But I do really feel like in certain states, it's too easy to get a gun too quick.
Yeah.
Because think about this. You're hot.
Yeah.
You went through something, you're super pissed off, right?
Yeah.
48 hours later, are you that mad about it anymore?
Yeah.
To the point where you're ready to go kill people?
Right.
Not really.
Yeah.
So stop giving people guns right when they walk in. You shouldn't have the ability to walk in and
I'll tell you this,
especially at 18, and say, I'm mad.
That's why I think martial arts is essential to our culture. And like, okay, so Japan, for example, not everyone, but just about everyone in Japan does a martial art. All right, they practice a martial art, whether it's judo, whatever, jiu-jitsu, whatever. They practice the art. Look at their shooting rates out there in that country. How many people are going spraying people up over there? They don't have to do that because you have learned to master that inside yourself. There's other ways.
Worst come to worst, I'll just put hands on you.
Come on, let's squat and let's end it right now.
Easy. If I don't get how you've been getting bullied, now you want to just go shoot up a whole bunch of
kids, or
why you just gonna shoot the bully?
Right. Or squab with the bully, make him earn that respect.
Because bullies, that's all they want. They want a good, they want a good fair one. They need a good ass whooping. That's what they need. I'm gonna say it
would change our culture.
If you want to deal with your bully,
beat his ass.
Stand up and whoop his ass. Because he ain't even tough. He's acting that way because he wants to keep the attention off how soft he really is.
Most of the dudes,
so you don't got to shoot nobody. And if people bullying you about shoes and clothes, don't go buy an AR. Go get some new shoes and clothes.
That's it.
You heard it here first at the Hot Seat Podcast.
Come on, dog.
I'm just saying.
But seriously, I mean, it's real. Like, I've seen in training and in doing this, I've seen kids' confidence change. I've seen women, their confidence change with like being in scary scenarios.
Yeah,
their surroundings
absolutely.
And stuff, feeling more comfortable.
More comfortable because I know how to react.
Exactly.
Or I know what to at least look for.
Yeah, I've seen
some people out there, they ain't even looking for nothing.
No, at all. Or aware of how to deal with it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and I've seen that change. And it's changed in me. My focus, my discipline, my attitude, my anger, my mood swings, and all these types of things changed when I devoted myself to a martial art. So it's huge to me. I want people to do the martial art, not just because I want you to come to my gym so we can squab. I want you to do the martial art, so you can develop and grow and be a better person. You know what I mean? But
it's almost like a therapy.
If you do want the face, definitely come on in.
Hey, but the rain gonna give out the face.
Oh, man, all day. I love it. But aside from that, I want people to be better people, to be more confident, more disciplined, and more focused and in better shape. Like you said, get the body, the
60 minutes of fit. I want to get tight,
dog. That's it. And that's good enough.
Right.
And nothing's wrong with that. If you want to go in there, because a lot of these gyms like, oh, bro, you're not going to come in here and fight. And it's like, no, bro, they might not want to. I got a family. I got a job.
I'm just trying to train. Because I'm a barber.
Yes. You can't hurt your hands. You can't damage yourself. But you can make yourself better through the discipline of the art.
Now, if I got to defend myself, I will.
Put them paws on somebody.
And then we'll deal with the rest later.
Right.
But my thing is, I'm not out here looking for the funk.
The more,
you know
and it's funny you say that, the more I've done it and the more I have seen people do it, the less I see them get into altercations on the outside. The less that I feel
because
like
it creates that
I'll get
discipline.
bumped and stuff out somewhere, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
all
no big deal. Hey,
I know I can whoop his ass.
why you
He
fighting?
didn't mean that.
Yeah, and
He
I don't
didn't
want to
mean
fight that regular dude.
Right.
I want to fight someone who's training.
Been
for
training,
it.
right?
Yeah. I don't want to push myself.
That's
that way.
respect.
I'm gonna change my attitude and my demeanor. You know, when you're in the martial arts, you're not walking around with the big chest and big ego. You know why? Because Dr. KF or Mel probably kicked your ass at the gym, so you can't.
Now you're real humble right now.
That humbled me up, getting my ass beat by somebody who's shorter.
When you say he had the silver hair, he had the boots.
That boy had the grays.
That boy was
Put them paws on me. Come on.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna act hard no more. I got beat up by an old dude.
Yeah.
And I would
So
never call
anybody
him
can
old
get-
to their face. Trust me, I wouldn't.
No.
But it's real, dog.
It's just a sign, though. We're gonna say anybody can get it.
See, anybody
right?
can, and
Anybody
everyone
can
has. That's the thing. The hardest dude, I don't care how hard he is, he's been touched up in his gym. He's been touched up and leaking in his gym, and that's not, you know, a dope like, oh, I'm proud because I beat him up in the gym. We did that work and we worked and we leveled up and grew together.
And you learned something.
Yes.
Yeah, you
humbles,
learned something.
It humbles you and it makes you sharper and better and open. And so martial arts, dog, have been essential to like who I am. And now, you know, now that I'm teaching and helping out with coach and doing more at the gym, it's my ability to impart that and build families, build relationships, and build community. You know. Yeah.
Okay, so I like that's. Man, see, I'm gonna come now.
Tree. You'll love it. I already know. And the
energy
energy you'll bring to the gym. That's one thing too. People think it's only to get something. The energy that some people have will build that community. Your energy there will change somebody else's life. Change someone else's experience. Make someone else.
And that's all I'm about. One
That's
person.
what it is.
If I can do this one person.
That's it.
Okay, so let's dig in. Okay, because
Yeah.
you've been like you said, you fought in some tournaments, you
Yeah.
won some tournaments, you lost some tournaments.
Lost some fade too. Yeah.
I don't really want to direct it on either the win or the loss.
Yeah.
I want to talk about one of those fights where you felt like you were growing as a fighter.
Yeah.
Something where you were in the ring and you were like, oh, I'm learning some stuff like
Yeah.
right away.
Yeah.
And I need to learn it right now before, you know. Give me one of those stories where you're in the ring. And like before you give us that story, what's the thought process when you're getting in the ring? 'Cause you ain't mad at the guy. You ain't necessarily mad at him.
And
Most people fight when they mad at people.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, so when you go out in a fight and you come with that mad energy,
Yeah.
it's easily to get caught with something, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your thought process preparing and getting out there in the ring and trying to get ready for a fight?
My last fight, I got to train with Melkor Maynard for the camp, and that changed and although I lost in that one, my mindset and my attitude and my perception and everything was so different going into it. Focused, dialed in. I mean, I had some issues with my weight cut or whatever. That just happens. But my mindset, my attitude, and going into it with supreme confidence, feeling unbeatable, unbreakable, but knowing I have the skills to get in there and do my thing. Like, those are the things that stuck with me from training with him. And then when you're in there, honestly, dog, I had so much joy as it got closer. You know how you get nervous energy before something's gonna happen? It was weird for me. I had so much excitement and I was so thankful. Like I literally thanked God before the bell rang that I could be in there to catch fade again.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very weird. And I mean,
that's true fighter stuff, though.
It was and maybe I got to screw loose a little bit.
Yeah,
I was just screw. Like, nigga, you left thinking God. You
thank
got
God. Thank God that I can
true.
get in here and
I
fade.
was. I mean, all that I
Some people thank God I didn't get my
Some
blood.
people thank God they got out. Tree, that's
Like, woo, I thank God that didn't turn into something else.
Bruh, I was thanking God I was being able to get in there because it was just like, it's so much fun to me, you know? And, but look, my mindset in there, it varies. But one of the things you asked me, one of the things that I learned from it, in between my first fight, because of one of the tournaments that I fought in, I had 2 fights. And in between your first one and your second one, we do a lot of like reflecting, you know, because you fight once and you have about 20 minutes until you fight again. And
this is a tournament, so for everybody.
So multiple fights in the tournament that day.
Now, a lot of people go through one fight and it's like, time to go to the hospital, get some checkup, whatever, I don't want to do nothing no more.
Muay Thai, you're likely
ongoing
to fight.
tournament.
Yeah,
so 20 minutes between the next phase.
Between the next phase.
Wow.
Yeah, so, and I got injured in the first fight. You know, a dude did an illegal takedown. I hit my head on the ground, and I knew something was off, but I was like, I'm going to catch this fade, whatever.
I'm still at the tournament.
Yeah, I'm in here, and I'm going to win. Yeah. And I remember like dealing with that and thinking about it and pushing through. I remember before the fight started, I knew like, man, something's off, but I'm gonna push through and win this. And that attitude carried on with me after that. Thinking that there are always obstacles and I will overcome these obstacles, or I will adjust and adapt based off of my limitations. All that mindset and attitude and that psyche, once you follow through on that first one and you're stepping into the ring on that second one, it made me think about things differently forever after that.
Not to cut you off.
Yeah.
That plays a big part in life, period, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so these is where some of the things that you learn from fighting transitions into your life.
That's why I love teaching. That's why I want to teach. Because you don't need to go fight to learn this. Now I know that's what I learned from fighting, but I can teach someone this in the gym, in the ring. I can teach somebody that in front of the heavy bag. If I make you hit the bag for 20 minutes longer than you feel physically capable, that's you pushing through. You come into the gym tired because you had a long day at work, that's you learning how to overcome the obstacle of being exhausted to do this. They're all life lessons. I feel like everything you learn in life is the same lessons anyway. You learn it in these scenarios, I learned it in these scenarios, but it's an absolute. And
because that same dude that came in and was all wore out and he wanted to train, maybe he had a long night the night before.
Right.
Now he's learning that, hey, if I want to be disciplined, I can't do that night.
That's why I don't drink as much. Not because I don't like being drunk, because look, I like turning up.
Hey,
you been out with me, you didn't know.
But you gotta balance it out.
But now, it makes me balance it differently because I'm thinking about how my body's gonna take that punch. Man, I'm gonna get punched in a couple days. And
I don't want my reflexes to be. I don't want my reaction to
be thrown up.
What's wrong with him? You got hit 3 more times.
It'll make you, change those things. But anyway, all that being said is you learn those lessons, those valuable life lessons, one way or the other. So that's why I like, the arts. And it's not just, in fighting that you get that. You can get that in the training. You can get that in, whatever it is. But that's why I'm passionate about the art of Muay Thai.
Dope.
I've done some other arts too. Muay Thai is my main one. That's the one I've done for over a decade. Yeah. I did kickboxing as well. I'm training with some kickboxing guys.
Can you give us a little difference? Give us a little difference about what's the difference between kickboxing and then Muay Thai?
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, Thai boxing or Muay Thai is again the art of 8 limbs. So in Muay Thai, you do punches, kicks, knees are allowed, and elbows are allowed.
Okay.
And then you do if it's close range, you do a clinch where you're standing up, fighting and elbowing and clinching and kneeing on the inside. Kickboxing doesn't allow that. There's no elbows and there's no holding and kneeing. So kickboxing is more punches with kicks at the end, or punch combinations with kick combos. Faster pace and stuff. I've done boxing now.
Do you go down on the ground on kickboxing?
No groundwork. Yeah, look,
that's
I don't want to go down on the ground.
You're not a grappler.
That's terribly wrong.
Right.
If I go down on the ground, somebody better help.
If I go down on the ground, I hope I'm on top of you.
Man, I don't want to even go down on the ground, bro. Let's stand up and bang until you drop. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But kickboxing, same. I just recently started boxing, being at this boxing gym. So I'm doing conventional boxing, the sweet science now. I just started that.
Wow, so your first introduction was Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Then kickboxing.
Yeah.
And now you're studying boxing.
It's funny, I stripped.
But it's really weird because you still like to stand up no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Which most fighters that stand up start in boxing, and then if they want to transition, they go the other direction, right?
At the knees, at the elbows. Yeah, I did it the other way. I added everything and then removed,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So how crazy is it going into a fight knowing like, okay, I can only do this in this fight or that?
Yeah, it's different.
That's discipline.
It's different because I was training in Muay Thai, but did a kickboxing tournament, and that kind of throws you a little bit. So you do want to make sure you're training the art.
Yeah, because when you get in defense mode, it's like your reaction is your reaction.
You can't knee, or I can't, clinch, or whatever. And then also, I did for about a year the Filipino martial arts, Kali and Eskrima. So that's with the sticks and the weapons. You start to use weapons, knives, sticks, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I got on my Bruce Leroy for a little bit.
Yeah, this is Bruce Leroy.
Yeah, like I'm trying to glow.
That's a good nickname. I call him Brother Ry on this Bruce Leroy.
But yeah,
he is the prettiest. You know what I'm saying? Show that. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, that is insane, man. Okay. All right, man. It's a lot of layers to you, man. So we gotta try to transition.
Yeah, let's get it.
Just know if you're enjoying this episode, we will be bringing Brother Ry back.
Yeah.
I don't got no co-host.
I'm enjoying this.
I'm gonna have to bring him back.
Come on, let me come up in here. I'm down. Come on,
okay, so now I want to get into the marketing part.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's as long as I've known you, you've been in sales.
Yeah.
There was a transition where me and you had a long talk.
Yeah.
And you're like, the cell phone thing, and I just don't want to do it. I'm selling people these bad plans.
Yeah.
I'm gaming them up, and I don't feel good about it.
Hustling. Yeah.
Yeah. And so now you're able to step into this marketing space because of probably some of the knowledge you learned there. Yeah. But I do want to know, when it comes to marketing, where did you gain most of the experience? Was this self-taught? Was this school? Was this
Great
this?
question.
Was it that?
Yeah.
Let me know about that.
Marketing was only a concept to me. Like, I understood what it was like you were mentioning, when I was selling phones and stuff. I took a marketing class at a college at University of Phoenix. It was like a marketing certificate program. Mm-hmm. And I learned marketing, in theory. But it wasn't until I started working with, shout out to T. Walker, boy, the boss talker.
AKA Belly Boy.
Belly Boy. Shout out to T. Walker. So before he was doing Belly Boys, T. Walker was and still is a digital marketing guru. Straight up.
Okay.
And I'm like, bet.
Yeah.
So I went to him and we just started working, and that was my crash course into digital marketing.
Okay.
That's where I learned search engine optimization. That's where I learned how to make things rank, build reciprocal links. Like the content that I make, distribute it through different channels and text message, email campaigns, all that kind of stuff. I learned that working with him. He and I started a business together. We managed a large number of customers and clients together.
I remember that.
Hustling.
And I was like, man, these boys is making moves.
Man, we definitely were. We ended up, kind of parting on some of the customers, but he and I always worked together. Even on other business ventures that he's gone down and I've gone down, we worked together. But working with him taught me, I don't even know almost everything I know about marketing started there, and I built off of it on my own.
Got it.
Working with him is where I really learned a lot of that stuff, and that was school for me. That was digital marketing college, from end to end, from calling the customers, selling to the customers, to doing the marketing, to customer service, end to end.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you just covered my whole next question, because I was going to say, so what exactly is it that you do?
Yeah. So, and in layman's terms, what that is, because I know I was throwing out a bunch of
I
turned into a real nerd real quick. Like, hey, all right.
But for
there's layers to
those
it. You know what I'm saying? There's layers,
He'll talk real technical
We'll get into
in the next minute.
Renaissance man. But so what I do in layman's terms is I help businesses get more customers, or I help generate leads.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are any industry vertical, but for the most part, like if you're a tradesman, so you do like landscaping, auto glass, plumbing, barbering, if you do any kind of trade service, anything really, I can essentially make your business rank on Google. So when customers are looking for whatever it is that you do,
bam, you popping up first.
Yeah, and that's what I do, and that's what I specialize in. And what makes me unique in that space, because that's search engine optimization, lead generation. What makes me unique in that space is my content creation skill set. Because now not only can I make sure that you rank, but when you do, this is
people
what
are gonna see beautiful content,
dope shit, and like cool
website,
stuff that
everything looking dope,
stuff that
advertisement, promo video.
Yeah, so that's what makes me unique in that space. But I'm skilled in, and I would say that I'm a guru now of search engine optimization.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and digital marketing.
I call you specialist, but we can go guru.
Guru, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, T-Lock, I told you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Guru.
Hey man, each one teach one, man.
Each one teach.
Stop holding that information, man. Pass it on to the next man.
And the reason why I shout him out like that is because he really did give me game on that. And a lot of brothers will hold the game from you. A lot of brothers will have you working for them, and not just brothers, people. A lot of people will have you working for them or working with them, and they'll only teach you what you need to know to work with them or for them.
And to play devil's advocate,
yeah,
there's a lot of brothers that will take that information, run with it, become successful, and never do what you just did.
And never mention that the name of the man who, but he knows that. We still solid.
Oh, no,
you're
it's
right.
all
A lot
love.
of people will do that.
No, it ain't you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
there's some weirdos out there.
Yeah. What's wrong with that information?
Yeah.
So as far as these services, how are they available to anyone?
Really, okay, so most businesses can get value from this, specifically trade businesses. So if you're offering a service that somebody can look up and go to that day, so like I said, the barber kind of stuff, or if you're you're doing carpet work, carpet cleaning, laying floors, anything where someone looks it up that day for the purchase. Now where it gets a little dicey is like if you're a wedding photographer, or if you are
there's certain dates and different
and there's different, because someone's not just looking it up that day and calling to go with you that day. This is a long process that they're looking up, and they're
tap in and say, hey,
they want to see this, they want to see that.
They got more time to dig in and make a decision.
It's a different kind of thing than like a day trader or whatever. So, I can do it for, or have done it and do it for like food, like a taco shop, restaurant, small businesses, smog places, like any kind of like trade service.
Y'all tap in with my man, because this is exactly the type of connections that I'm trying to make. Obviously this platform is designed to put a spotlight on entrepreneurs, small business owners, black-owned businesses, artists, musicians, actors, all that stuff in our community, right?
Yeah.
What's the number one thing those people need? Marketing.
And
so tap in with my man.
To your point, what I love about this and why I'm passionate about the marketing, not just because I like, getting people's money or making the phone ring. I love building the community, and I love being able to impart something on your business, because one thing I've learned while doing this is when I do that, that makes their phone ring, that gives them customers, that feeds their family, that takes care of their kids. So I love having that part in that process. I love being able to work with those people and help enrich their lives.
Being that you know how important it is to provide
huge. It's because that's what I'm doing. And of course I don't do it for free.
Right.
But I guarantee they're making more off of what I'm doing than what I'm making off of it. But for me, I can have more customers, and I love being able to make a difference in this community by helping them with their marketing. So that's my thing, and I love doing that. I enjoy helping people with their businesses for that. And even if I can't directly help them, you
can put them in contact with somebody.
Hit me up, and I can make sure that you get where you need to get. Because again, one thing I learned from one of my older homeboys, shout out to Jay Buddy, I love you, bro, who's in a very different industry.
A lot of shout outs, man.
I'm shouting people out,
we got a lot of tags that we're going to add all these links to.
Tag them. But one thing I learned from him, and he's in a different industry, is that, you build those bridges with people, and you show those love, and you plug people. And even if you can't help them, particularly if you plug them into that person, the right person, then that's the help. And that's the blessing, and it'll come back around to you. And I learned that from him, and it's so true, it's so real. So I do go out of my way. Like if I can't do this for you, give me the rest of the day. Let me find the guy who can, and then just reach out to him, connect with him. There's people who are working together today on multiple projects that I've introduced them, and I'm not even part of it anymore.
Right.
I'm not getting paid off it or nothing. It was my responsibility, my passion to make
Connect
sure that
them.
they get linked.
Network is net worth.
Yeah, that's real.
My man,
Appreciate
the
you.
marketing guru. You know what, man? I want to get into the tribe. I want to get into
long,
the
I
tribe.
know.
The tribe is long though, man.
I know.
So I think we're gonna make that a whole nother episode.
Okay, yeah.
Alright?
And then that'll be
Brother
cool. 'cause
Ry's
I
gonna be
can
back.
get deeper into the 5 pillars or whatever, and then like encourage people to make their own. You know what I mean? Because I just heard that on a podcast and started doing it, and it's changed my life. You know what I mean? So
when you think of the tribe, those are the first. That's the first thing that comes to mind to you.
Yeah.
Those 5 pillars.
Yeah.
And how it breaks down.
because like those are, I mean, my pillars are different than everyone else's, but
Mhm.
like those are the things I go back to kind of keep me grounded.
Okay.
You know, and like the tribe, that's family. You know what I mean? And how can I influence the tribe? Well, through my fitness stuff, through my film stuff, through finances, and if I stay focused. You know what I mean? Those are the things that like, so yeah, and I mean, God plays into that, but God like is so intrinsically part of me, you know what I mean? In me, guiding me, leading me, that like now I'm seeing I don't have to, like I still have my time aside with him, but like it's more so now I'm walking in it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
You're in the light.
I'm in it. I don't need to like, you know, oh, is this okay? Am I doing this right?
Right.
It's like I know I am, because this is what I'm about. This is my areas that he put on me. He made me into this. So like I'm doing what he wants. You know what I mean? It makes it easier for me.
That's beautiful, man. That's so dope, man. All right, cool. So we're gonna roll into rapid fire right now, man. And normally rapid fire starts with the question. It's just one or you have 2 options. You get to pick one.
Ooh.
Right?
You know,
but I'm gonna switch it up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna still do that.
Okay.
But I want to start it off with I need your top 5 heavyweight boxers.
Heavyweight.
Yes.
Muhammad Ali.
Mm-hmm.
Muhammad Ali, Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Evander,
Good one.
and dang,
Throw George in there.
I don't know. I might put, you know what?
He said, I
might put Tyson Fury in there, and the only reason why, because that motherfucker,
he's a boxer.
He's a boxer. He's so big, and
he can
he's
pick you
clean,
apart.
and
He's
like,
a technical boxer.
Yeah.
He has the technique.
As a heavyweight, that's unbelievable. If you think about how big he is and how he can move like that,
and he don't even look in shape.
No, and he got power. He'll knock you out. He'll beat you up.
Pick you apart.
Or outbox you.
Right.
And he be singing when he comes off stage, bro. It's like,
and his suits be crazy.
He come out carried on the throne.
Suits be fire.
He's crazy.
He be wearing some weird shit,
and
but
he's
he be
just
fire.
his energy, dog. He's live. So yeah, I put him as my number 5.
Dope.
That was a good question.
Yeah, I had to throw it.
You put me on the spot on that one. You see, I had to think about it.
Yeah, man. And you know what? One of my questions, it sucks now.
What?
Now I know the history. But I was going to say boxing or MMA.
Honestly, boxing still.
Boxing still?
The sport of boxing, to me, is my favorite sport because of the history in it. You know, the red and blue corner used to be invested in by the Republicans and the Democrats. They used to use fighters to solve political issues and shit. Yeah, that's why there's deep old money in boxing.
You just said something that I never knew. Like,
Word. Oh yeah,
you
that
just
was the red
something.
and blue corner. The Republicans would write the
I did not
red
know that.
and the Democrat. Yep.
Hey, we just taught y'all something new. Y'all didn't know either. Don't act like you knew.
But yeah, boxing, the history. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So podcast or TV?
Still TV, only because of like high level content, like on Disney Plus and Netflix and 50 Cent.
Power.
I said 50 Cent show. You already know, bro. Raising Kanan.
Raising Kanan was
Raising
amazing,
Kanan.
man.
Yeah.
Shout out Tyree.
But if it's
Ghost
podcast,
2, all of that,
yeah,
all of that was fire.
all of that.
Yeah.
So, but podcasts are catching up. They're catching up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Y'all dig in, man. Some good podcasts out there.
Yeah.
Including the Hot Seat.
The Hot Seat, you know what I mean? That's my number one. You dig what I'm saying?
Filming or acting?
Acting.
You like being in front of the camera and portraying a character more than...
That's juice to me. Like, I when I am in front of the camera, the juice comes on. I feel it, and I know it's something significantly different. If I'm in front of an audience, if I'm in front of the camera, I don't know what it is, but something turns on in me. And
you think that helps because you're a fighter too? Because like going out there, there has to be a certain amount of nerves. Everything that's going through.
No doubt.
If you can overcome that and get in the ring and...
That's the hardest walk you'll ever take in your life.
Oh, man.
Walking into the ring for
I feel like my legs would be like, ah.
My first time, dog, I went in the bathroom and threw up before the fight.
Wow.
Oh, straight up. My first fight, I was like, I had nerves. Like, I had more nerves in my first fight than the day I got married.
Dang.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in a fight before.
You knew you weren't going to get punched in the face at your wedding.
No, but you do get punched in the face for years. I'm just playing, baby. I love you. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the tribe.
Come on to the tribe.
Shout out to the tribe. Okay, last question, man. This might be easy for you, but I put these two brothers in an equal space. I love both of them's message.
Oh, I'm nervous.
It's gonna make it a little personal, but Kendrick or Cole? I'm just saying.
I'm gonna have to say K-Dot hands down, and for me, and I know people are gonna get upset with this. Right, for me, it's not even close. And
what?
Yes, and I'm sorry, it's not even close. Cause lyricism, Cole is dope, has some great things that he said in spots. But like, if we're gonna compare like album to album, there's almost no comparison. And this is personal opinion. Kendrick's albums have been
more influential for you?
Well, for the culture, for sure. Top to bottom, sonically in tune, thematically in tune with the way that the culture is and the pulse of the people at the time.
Even if he kind of separates for a while, he still comes back and he's right on the same page as everybody, thinking everything that everybody's been thinking.
About and struggling with and going through. Yeah, so it's not close.
You think that's his ability to remove himself and look from a different perspective that allows him to be that artist?
I think and I hate to put it on this, but I think this is part of it, and he mentions it in his music. The Gemini, being a Gemini, automatically gives him a duality of his approach and his mindset.
So he's not going to do one thing. He's not going to do anything one way.
It's never one thing.
It's a couple different ways.
It's probably two people breaking it down as he's doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because sometimes you could think like, oh, Kendrick's such this righteous and conscious rapper, but then you hear him say certain stuff and you're like, oh, that's another side.
That's K-Dot right there.
Yeah. But you still appreciate it because he's never portraying this image that he's perfect.
Exactly. Right. And it's still really him. I do like Cole, don't get me wrong, but I just what Kendrick
For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah. Forest Hills to me is
Forest Hills is dope.
That's creme de la creme right there.
Off Season was really nice to me.
Yeah.
I went and seen that tour.
Oh yeah.
I went and seen the last two tours.
I got a question for you though.
What's
Performance wise.
Nobody ever asked me no question.
Yeah, no. Oh,
okay.
Yeah, performance wise, who do you pick between them? I know you've seen them both live.
I've seen Kendrick more than I've seen Cole.
Okay.
I've even seen Kendrick like K-Dot, like the nappy flat top. Like,
did you really?
Yeah, in Dago at the Del Mar Fair, giving work. You know what I mean? Like,
so
I seen Kendrick.
Raw.
Yeah, I seen him there. I seen him at Soma. I seen him in Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, but then I seen Cole at SDSU. I seen Cole at Day in Vegas.
That's why I had to ask
you. But when it comes to the performance level, I think they both give a great performance.
Okay.
I think at that point it just kind of like breaks down to like budget.
Okay.
Like, what crazy do you want to do, or like, because I've seen like Kendrick, like when he did Damn, I went to the Damn tour, like the Kung Fu King now, and all these different characters that he was, like there was ninjas and there was all kind of stuff in this set. Yeah. But I was also in Vegas. Yeah. When I seen Kendrick at Del Mar, like it was just Kendrick, and he was killing it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Still the same way. Yeah. So I think the passion that goes into performing their art is just unmatched. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I wouldn't. That's why I think society makes us pick, and that's why I think this game is fun, because I kind of get to see where people lean towards and their reasoning for it. Yeah. But I never really question it, because I really understand like that there's so many greats out there. Yeah. And we shouldn't really have to pick. Like I like J. Cole and Kendrick. Right. If any of them come to town, I'm going. Right. You know what I'm saying? We saw Kendrick. We were at the same. Yeah, we seen Kendrick at the TD. What was it? The TDD, the championship, the reunion, whatever it was. Right. But we seen all of them. Yeah. Schoolboy Q, J Rock, all of them, and that was a dope show too, because I didn't expect to see you there. Yeah. And we linked on some real, you see me. I had the whole tribe. Yeah, you did. I had the whole squad. Yeah. They all left with TDE hoodies and all that. They didn't even have my size. So I was a little stuffy. But I got my whole family. They all had the TDE sweatshirt. They got all the characters on the back and all that. Yeah. So that was cool, man. For sure. All right, man. Well, damn. You made it through rapid fire pretty good. Yeah. Let's get it. I love it. Okay. Plug talk. I think this is plug talk right here. Let's get it. First of all, I want to shout out our latest 3 subscribers. Oh, yeah. I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah. Every week when I'm preparing for the show, I prep, I do my research on my guests. Yeah. I do my leg work, I get my questions and everything ready. I do all that stuff. Then I usually reach out to Operator Bugs and I'm like, yo, who's our latest 3 subscribers? Nice. That's cool. Right? Yeah. So I can make sure that I shout them out. That's what's up. But I don't always know that we got 3 new subscribers. Oh, because this is week to week. I'm sure you do. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. But lately, you know what I mean? Because we're shooting every week. Every time we're doing this, I'm asking them for 3 new subscribers. Yeah. And I want to let y'all know, like, when I shout these subscribers out, man, I really appreciate y'all. Even if I can't say your name right or whatever it is, like, yo, it's so big to know that there's 3 new people every week joining into this movement of positivity, of education, uplifting, inspiration. Yeah. Just support one another the biggest way we can. And it ain't easy. And it ain't hard either. No. It's like, like that, or comment here, or subscribe. Like, these are very simple things that we do for a lot of people that we don't even know. Yeah, all the time for people. All the time. Yeah. So while we're trying to do something positive, give it the program. Yeah, that's all I'm asking. So with that being said, I want to shout out RTW Biggs. That's dope. Big shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for following us. And we don't want to just follow. We don't want follows and subscribers just because we're Black people out here doing something. We want you to genuinely understand that we are shooting for greatness. We are every day working towards a goal that we're not getting paid for outside of what we do in our real lives. That we are trying to create this content and put this spotlight on our community and create a different light on us. So, just know that when you guys are subscribing, like, that's big to us. Like, when you guys supporting us, that's pushing us a step forward, or motivating us to go to the next level. Yeah. So shout out to RTW Biggs. Shout out to Alan Williams. Big shout out to you. And Moto Trends Mafia. Ooh, You know what I'm saying? Right, I'm gonna throw it up like this. Mafia. Moto Trends Mafia. Shout out to y'all. And man, so normally every episode is sponsored by something. Yeah. Today, I want that sponsor to be House of Pain.
That's what's up. Oh, that's what's up.
And when we say when we do sponsors now, you know, a lot of sponsorships you're getting paid for.
Yeah.
Or you're getting something out of the deal or whatever the case may be.
They're gonna show love for sure.
But this right here is just genuine support for something that's going on positive locally.
Yeah.
And like my brother Ryan said, he want to get people in there. You ain't got to be coming in trying to fight nobody or do whatever. Just come in for the training.
Yeah.
It's therapeutic.
Yeah.
It's not only that, but it's helping you keep yourself in shape.
Yeah.
Mental, physical, spiritual even.
Yeah.
It seems to me. So I'm gonna be taking that journey, and I hope you guys tap in with House of Pain. Come check them out, man, and join that experience, man.
Yeah.
For real.
House of Pain, Temecula.
Now, if I can get anything, man, just let me get some of them cool fight shorts.
Come on, dog.
Or
I got some
gloves or something.
Yeah,
I know you got something for me.
Come on, Tree. You already know, baby.
Love. All right, so what's next for Brotha Ry, man?
Yeah.
What's next for Brotha Ry?
Yeah, well, we just finished up a short film that I'm excited about because it's a new group that I worked on this one with. One of my dudes I've been working with forever, David Apodaca. Shout out to Apodaca. But yeah, we finished this one up, and I'm excited about it because it's the first one of a bunch that we're going to be doing. So this one's going to be coming out hopefully next month. We'll see. I mean, it's getting edited up right now.
Woo! Y'all heard it here first on the Hot Seat Podcast.
Yeah. And then also,
and if it ain't in a month, so what? Wait, and it's gonna come. It's gonna be good.
It's gotta be.
Be
patient.
patient.
We gotta get that out.
Yo, we ain't working on different budgets like everybody else.
Right.
We're trying to make this happen on our own.
Yeah. So we're chopping that up. Yeah, we just and then also now I'm working with InfoSwell Media to do more SEO offerings. I've partnered with
So break it down to us. What's an SEO?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, search engine optimization. So now I'm offering new packages and new deals and new plans to help people out to rank online with a partner who I've worked with in the past on some website stuff. So that is running now. We're getting that going and getting that out there. Well, it's going. So we got some customers rolling. So that's cool. And then dog, I'm just training right now. Just training to train. And then be there for the gym. So I'm focused in
training and teaching,
finishing the film, delivering these marketing to these people, and then staying sharp, dog. And that's what I'm doing right now. And so
covering all the pillars.
Covering the pillars, dog. Taking care of my family first and foremost.
Yeah, off top.
Yeah, but
off top.
That's it.
Okay, so let us get the contacts, man. Let us get your apps and everything so everybody can stay involved. Whether it's, they need some marketing advice or some marketing work, or whether it's they want to get in the gym, or, they're trying to create some content and they need some advice or some plugs. Let us get your apps and shout them out so everybody can stay connected with you. Because my whole goal out of this is that you come on the show, then people that I know or people that's been exposed to the show or listened or whatever can use these resources to grow all of us as one. We're gonna all grow off of this. You're learning something, he's teaching something. Right. It's all a community. So let them know your apps, man.
So at Brotha Ry is where you can find me on Instagram. If you're looking for any marketing or media services, you can always hit me up on there. You can also look at Fresh Scoop Media. It's a company that I partner with out here in Temecula.
Shout out Fresh Scoop.
Fresh Scoop, David Apodaca, got you, boy. So you can always check through that. But reach out to me and then I can get you taken care of through InfoSwell, Fresh Scoop, or whatever it is. And then for the training, if you're looking for just training, work, martial arts, boxing, health, fitness, House of Pain in Temecula. If you want that fade, House of Pain Temecula. But if you're just looking to grow and develop as a martial artist, or have fun, get in shape, House of Pain.
Or if you like me and brand new, don't know nothing, just want to come in here and get it in. House of Pain, man.
House of Pain.
Shout out to them, man.
That's where I'm at. Other than that, I'm with my family. You feel me? So catch me there.
I figured do you, man. So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you like, share, make a comment. We are open to all of that. We want to react and get that going. Outside of that, man, you know what it is. Oh, I got a quote of the day.
Oh yeah.
I think it's from Mike Tyson.
Ooh, say it.
Everybody's tough until they get punched in the mouth.
Ooh.
With that being said, it's the Hot Seat Podcast. With hot guests and hot topics, man. We out of here.
Tree.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yes.
You already knew it. This
Yes, sir. Hey, I'm making rain on you.
Let's